Hello children, today we shall discuss about the earth as a globe. Yes, class 3 SST chapter 2, the earth as a globe. Before reading out the chapter, let us first get an idea of globe and maps, right? Let us first learn what is a globe. What is a globe? Globe is a very small model of our earth. Understood? What is globe? Globe is a very small model of our earth. A globe is a genuine model of the earth. Genuine model means it shows exactly how our earth looks like. Isn't it? A globe is a spherical model of earth. Spherical means round, like a ball. Okay. So a globe is a spherical model of the earth. A globe is also very useful for us as it is the accurate way to study the whole earth. How our earth looks. The globe shows accurately how our earth looks. A globe is more visually satisfying as it depicts our earth. What does it mean? That we can visually see the shape of the earth. What is the shape of our earth we can see. And also we can see how continents, oceans, countries are all situated on the earth. Isn't it? So these all we can see with the help of a globe. And a map attempts to create a flat rendering of a round planet. But a map is what? It is a flat representation, isn't it? So before we go to maps, let us first discuss about the uses of globe. First you can see is what? Maps are more uses of globes. First we can see it that it is used to locate places. See, globe help us to locate places. By places we mean continent, countries, oceans, rivers, cities, etc. Okay. Again, it is simple and accurate model of the earth. A globe is a simple and accurate model of the earth because it looks exactly how our earth looks, isn't it? Next, it shows the distribution of land and water. It shows the distribution of land and water. And it shows the correct shape and size and location of the countries and continents and oceans on globe. So we can see that globes are useful to have a realistic idea of how the seas and land masses are situated on a planet Earth. See, first let me show you this. What is this? This is a globe, isn't it? Now you can see this part of the globe. The other side of the globe, can you see it? No. We have to turn the globe to see the other part, right? So with the help of globe we can see only one part of the earth, isn't it? But the next part, the other part, we cannot see. So maps are very important in these cases. Okay. We cannot see all of the globe at one time, isn't it? So we use maps to see the whole surface of the earth at one go. Thus we use maps. And map is what? We can see here, map is a drawn or printed representation of the earth, isn't it? We can draw map or we can print map. okay, of the whole surface of the earth or part of the earth, whatever we want to see, we can put it down into the map, right? A map is a diagrammatic representation of an area of land or sea showing physical features, cities, road, etc. on a flat surface. Later on I will show you the picture of map and how it looks like. Okay. So children, now we can proceed with the chapter. So you can now take out your SST book, class 3 SST book, chapter 2, page 11. The earth as a globe. It is a geography chapter and please children follow, okay, as I read through the chapter and explain you all. So we are starting with the chapter, the earth as a globe, page 11, chapter 2. Introduction. We have learned that the earth is round in shape. It is difficult to see a round thing at a sight. Moreover, the earth is so large in size that we cannot see all its parts at a time. It is right, isn't it, children? Earth is very big, isn't it? And we have also learned that earth is round in shape, like a ball, spherical shape, sphere. It is what? Round in shape, like a ball, okay? And it is difficult to see a round thing at a sight. Suppose I have shown you this globe now. See it once again. It is spherical, isn't it? It is globe and you cannot see the whole thing at one time, isn't it? So we cannot see all its part at a time. Globe. A globe is a map in the shape of a ball. Globe is what? If you see once again, you can see there are countries, isn't it? And there are oceans, everything marked on this globe. These are maps, isn't it? Maps which are stuck onto this spherical ball shaped object, okay, and we call it globe, right? Globe is helpful because it looks exactly like a earth, isn't it? So visually we can see how earth actually looks like. So a globe is a map in the shape of a ball. The globe is a very small model of a earth. A globe cannot be huge as a earth, isn't it? Our earth is huge and a globe is just a model of a earth. So it is very small as compared to a earth, isn't it? It is very quite small, and as it is just a model of a earth. The globe helps us to know many things about the earth, right? The globe gives us an idea of the shape of the earth. Firstly, it gives the idea of the shape. What is the shape of the earth? It is spherical like a ball, okay? It is like a ball. So, firstly we get the idea of the shape of our earth. That is, it is round in shape, okay? That the earth is round. It has various colors. See, if I show you, if you can see it minutely, you can see there are different colors. There are red colors, isn't it? Blue color, different continents are colored differently, okay? So there are various colors in the globe, isn't it? It has various colors. Some lines have also been drawn on the globe. These lines help to locate different places on the globe. This hollow round model has a rod passing through it. This rod is called the axis of the globe, the earth. Okay. So this globe is hollow. Okay. And you can see there is a rod passing through it. The rod passing through it. Okay, this is called the axis of the earth. Is it? Okay, earth does not have any line passing through it. Okay, axis is just an imaginary line. Okay, understood? Axis is just an imaginary line. There is no as such line drawn on a earth. Axis is just an imaginary line to divide earth into two halves. Okay. This rod is called the axis of the globe, that is the earth. Thus, the globe also gives us an idea of how the earth moves around, that is rotates like a top, how it spins like a top, how it rotates like a top. See, you can see how it rotates like a top, isn't it? Children play with top now, and how it rotates. See, this globe also rotates, and it shows exactly how our earth also rotates. Though not so fast, it moves very slowly, it rotates very slowly. Okay. So, the earth, as we have learned, that the earth moves around, rotates around on its axis. What is an axis? It is an imaginary line which is drawn, okay, to divide earth into two equal halves, okay, from north to south. Now you can turn your page to page 12, the map of the earth. We will start the map of the earth. I hope you all have understood the globe. Okay, the globe is round, spherical in shape. It is the accurate model of the earth, and it is round in shape, and it shows exactly how our earth looks like, with lots of continents, rivers, oceans, everything in it. Now we will start with the map of the earth. If we cut the hollow in two equal halves, we shall get two equal spheres of the earth. See, you can see this picture in your book also, right? See carefully this picture. I hope you have got this picture in your book, isn't it? What you can see? You can see that if a earth is divided into two, cut into two halves, it would look like this. Okay, it would look like this. So if we cut the hollow into two equal halves, we shall get two half spheres of the earth. Two half spheres. This is the first half sphere, this is the second half sphere of the earth. Now observe this picture, observe the above picture. The map of the earth will be something like it. This picture is called the map of the world on the globe. See, the map of the earth on the globe. Got it? You can see it in your book also. The map is a drawn or printed representation of the earth or any other heavenly body. So, a map is a drawn or printed. It can, I have told you, it can either be drawn or it can be printed. Okay, so it is a drawn or a printed representation of the earth on or any other heavenly body. Most maps show a part or all the earth's surface. See, I am showing you the world map. How a world map looks like. See, lots of colors. Blue is water body, that is oceans, seas, okay, and then we have lots of continents. This is the picture of a map, world map. Does it look like globe? No, it does not look like globe. Why? Because globe is round and map is flat. See, it is a flat surface, isn't it? And you can see the whole surface of the earth, the whole surface of the map at one go, isn't it? You need not to turn the globe, isn't it? You used to turn the globe to see all the parts of the earth, surface of the earth. But in this world map you can see the whole surface of the world at one go, isn't it? So most maps show a part or all the earth's surface. Sometimes we need just a part of a map to be shown, and sometimes we need the whole map, the whole world map to be shown at one time. So whichever part we need, we can draw or print only that part, that area of map. Okay. Maps express information through lines, colors, shapes and other symbols. So a map has lots of signs, symbols, colors, shapes, and each color, each line, each shape depict something. They have information. Suppose if we see something marked in blue, then we can assume blue means water. So it is a water body. If something is marked in brown, that means it is a mountain or hill. And if something is marked in green, so we will understand it is plain. Okay, plains. Okay, what do you mean by plains? The plains are flat land, no? Where we plow a field, where we have a habitation, isn't it? So these colors, these shapes, these lines, they all have some information. These are symbols used by maps. We use maps to locate places, measure distances, plan trips and find our way, that is direction. This map shows all the land and the water area on earth. The land areas have been shown brown, the water areas have been shown sky blue. Okay, so if you can see this picture, you will see that the land area is brown and the water area is blue in color. Okay, that means brown part is the land and blue part is the what? Water body, water. Okay. If a measurement of these area is done, we will come to know that almost 2/3 of the total area of the earth is covered with water and remaining 1/3 of the earth is land. So we see that we know that if we divide the earth into 3 parts, if we equally divide earth into 3 parts, we can see that only one part is land and the other 2 part is water. So we have more of water and less of land. So we can say that 2/3 of the total area of the earth is water and remaining 1 part is earth, that is land. So children, we can stop here. Okay, I hope you all have understood what is globe, what is map. If not, let us recapitulate again. Globe is a very small model of our earth. Uses are, it can locate places, it is simple and accurate model of earth, and it shows distribution of land and water. And what are maps? Map is a drawn or printed representation of the earth. Its uses are, it is more compact, okay, easy to store. Maps are very easy to store. We can just fold a map and we can store, isn't it? Not like globe, we have to carry the whole thing. But maps are easy to carry. We can either fold it as in a book, or we can fold it down. It can show larger portion of an area and it is cheaper and it is also easy to handle. We can take it from one place to another, whereas globe, it is a little difficult to carry from one place to another. So I hope you all have understood till here, children. In our next class, we shall discuss and continue with continents and oceans, right? So till then, you can read out the chapter all by yourself till where we have done today. Okay. In your exercise copies, you can write down what is a globe and how is it useful. This is your first question. What is a globe and how is it useful? And next, what is a map and how are maps useful? Got it? First one is, what is a globe and how is it useful? Second, what is a map and how are maps useful? You can also draw a globe and color it neatly. Okay. So thank you children for listening and watching this. So bye for now.